Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2 on C103. It's been a long break this afternoon. Hopefully you checked out the other games over on our sister station. By the way, I'm Ken Smith along with Ryan Dotson. Carson Inman is our producer back in the studio on C103. Brandon Rigdon is our producer courtside with Good Guys Radio TV. That's right. You can watch this game on TV as well as listen to it. Welcome back, by the way, to Waverly High School, the downtown gymnasium hosting Division V girls tournament basketball. We started out today with the North Adams Lady Green Devils facing off against the New Lexington Lady Panthers. North Adams able to dominate in that basketball game, coming out on top in that one, 53-38. They were pretty much in the driver's seat the whole game, Ryan, and they kept their foot on the gas pedal.
Yes, they did. It was a pretty good afternoon of scoring for them.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that basketball game. Also today on our sister station, it was 99.5 The Edge was Georgetown. The Lady G-Men played the Reading Lady Blue Devils, with Georgetown coming out on top in that game by 1 point. That was a squeaker, 56-55. That game was followed by the Western Brown Lady Broncos facing off against Northwest, the Lady Knights of Cincinnati. Western Brown won that one. So it's been a full day of girls tournament basketball between C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV. And we've still got more to come. Right now on the floor is a game that, well, doesn't really matter to us except for maybe at the next level. Does the winner of this game play the winner of our game?
Yes, it is. The winner of this will play Eastern Brown, assuming Eastern can pull off a victory here in this next game.
Yes, let's hope so. So currently on the floor is Piketon, the Lady Red Streaks, taking on the Lady Pirates of Wheelersburg. And the Lady Red Streaks currently have a 7-point lead in this basketball game. Wheelersburg has really fought back here in this second half. They were down pretty good at halftime. And about 1:14 to go in the third quarter. So lots of games still happening here in front of us. We'll tell you about all the other games that happened here at the downtown Waverly Gymnasium when we come back to start off our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about, first off, a score I need to give you is that Western Brown score. I said they defeated the Northwest Lady Knights. The score in that game, Western Brown definitely dominating it, 79 14. Congratulations to the Lady Broncos. So the games that have happened here today at the downtown gym in Waverly, Portsmouth defeated Adena for the first game of the day. Portsmouth dominated. They are, of course, the defending state champions, only graduating one senior from last year that was a starter. 73-19, Portsmouth defeated Adena. Then the second game of the day is one that we broadcast here on C103. I already told you the North Adams Lady Green Devils coming out on top of the New Lexington Lady Panthers, 53-39 in that game. The third game of the day, it was Fairland. They are the number 2 seed in their bracket, or in the Southeast District bracket. They defeated Minford 68-38. Now, that was a game we were hoping to see West Union in, as West Union came out on the short side, unfortunately, to Minford back on Wednesday night. And then the last game before this Wheelersburg-Piketon game, with the fourth game on the day, it was the only, I guess, what you would call upset, where the lower seed defeated the higher seed. That was Portsmouth West defeating Chesapeake 48-37 in the fourth game of the day. And then, of course, like I said, Wheelersburg and Piketon battling it out right now on the court. 33-25, the current score, with Piketon leading Wheelersburg. Piketon, by the way, is the favored team in this game. All right, those are the scores as we have them from today, from our games on C103 and 99.5 The Edge, as well as the games here at the downtown Waverly Gymnasium. We're going to take another break. We'll be back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Winter's here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those chilly days ahead. Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Time to start talking about our next basketball game. That's the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors facing off against the Albany Alexander Lady Spartans. Eastern coming into this basketball game with a 10-3 record in conference play. They tied with North Adams for the first place in Division I of the SHAC. Their overall record, 17 wins, 5 losses. Eastern Brown averaging 45.4 points per game and allowing 39.4 points per game. Eastern is on a 6-game winning streak. 5 of those wins were at home, 1 of them on the road. The last game they lost was to a very talented Goshen Lady Warriors team. That was back on January 24th, so it's been a while since they had a loss. It was a little bit lopsided, though. The score on that one, I'm sure Coach Pickerel would like to forget that game. They came out 61-22.
Ken, that was an early morning one, too. Remember, that was,
Oh, yeah,
when
that's
when
right.
that snow was coming in. I think it was like at 9 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah, that's right. That was at the Winter Hoops Classic, wasn't it?
Yep,
and it felt like winter with all that snow.
Yes.
Eastern beat Oak Hill in the first round of district play. That was this past Wednesday night. That game was at home. They beat them by a pretty healthy margin, 57-17. Eastern dominated that game pretty much in every stat category, as you would expect with that kind of win. Alexander on the flip side, they are 8-4 in conference play. They ended up in third place of the Tri-Valley Conference. Pretty good overall record, 16 wins, 7 losses. They average 51.6 points per game and allow their opponents to score 42.1. So here's one of the things that worries me, Ryan. They average, what is that, right at 6 points?
Yeah.
6 points more per game.
Yeah, definitely got some scorers down there. I snuck in and watched a little bit of their games here the last couple days, and, we'll talk about it more throughout the broadcast, but they got a couple 1,000-point scorers on the team.
Yes, they do.
So we'll talk about that a little bit more later, but definitely got some scoring power.
Alexander has a 5-game winning streak going on there. 2 of those were at home, 3 of them on the road. Alexander beat the number 16 seed Huntington in the first round of district play this past Wednesday night at home by 24 points, 59-35 to get to this game. So their win wasn't quite as lopsided as Eastern was, but Huntington probably a tougher opponent. Alexander, by the way, is a 9 seed versus Eastern coming into this game a 4 seed in the Southeast District. So that's an overview of both basketball teams. Stick with us. We've got lots more yet to come here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back courtside to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. By the way, this game we're watching in front of us is quite interesting. It's getting pretty physical, a little bit chippy as well. Ryan, I think it's kind of interesting. The Wheelersburg fans are behind us, and they're being kind of quiet. Usually they are not.
Yeah, they're being pretty quiet, but boy, Piketon's got a whale of a crowd. It's not too far of a ride from Piketon up to Waverly, and they sure did bring the whole community.
Yeah,
they're loud over there, aren't they?
They showed up in force, and yes, they are quick to jump on their feet, and they are making a whole lot of noise, and their team playing hard as Piketon will get a steal for a layup, put themselves back on top by 10, 39-29. All right, let's get back to talking about Eastern and Alexander. Eastern only has one player averaging double figures. That's Sophia Ewell with 14 points per game, but her sister Olivia is just outside of the double digits with 9 per game. But that is one of the things that worries me about the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. They don't have a lot of, they don't have multiple strength throughout the team. They've got like one player good in each category, but they don't have multiple players good across different categories.
Yeah, I think, Ken, they got one, like you said, in double digits, and each night, you've got to see them a little bit, and I have too. Is it Bentley Burns? Is it Alyssa Fisher that can hit a couple big threes?
Right.
So definitely that'll be a key for Coach Pick and the crew in there tonight is get everybody to kind of step up a little bit.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to come alive. The next 3 players on the Eastern Brown Lady Warrior team average between 3.5 and 5.3, making it hard to key on who will be the player to step up. So I think as far as the scouting report on the other side, Albany Alexander doesn't really know who to key on once you get past the Ewell sisters.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a back history here. The Grinstead coaches for Albany Alexander. Her father coached there also. Her sister played there. She's a senior at Rio Grande. And Coach Pick and Morgan Grinstead's dad, good relationship back when they helped Coach Pick, was always around for summer shootouts and stuff. So going to be well coached, probably well scouted. I'm going to say they did their homework down in Alexander.
I'm sure they did. By the way, Albany Alexander has 2 players who recently hit the 1,000 mark. That's Kaylee Hudnall and Lily Ryder. And both of those young ladies average in double figures.
Yes, both in double figures. One of them, the guard, she'll wear number 2 tonight, a senior. I believe they're both seniors, I do believe.
No, the one's a junior.
Yeah.
Ryder's only a junior, already hitting the 1,000-point mark.
Yep, the little guard, Hunnell, she keeps the ball in her hand a lot. She'll have the ball. You'll hear her name a lot when they have the ball. She sees the core a lot. She kind of reminds me a little bit of the Burns girl at North Adams. She made some really tremendous passes earlier today in this game for North Adams. She's kind of sees the court. She can score. So
yeah, the fun thing about watching Tinsley Burns is that off-the-dribble pass.
Yeah.
One hand.
Yep.
Doesn't need to bring that other hand in. She can go right from the dribble to one-hand pass, and they are impressive to watch. Let's talk about rebounds. Eastern averaging 32.6 rebounds per game as a team. That's a bunch.
Yes, do a good job. Alyssa Johnson's had a really good second half of the season also in that category.
Yeah, she leads the team, averaging 6.4 rebounds per game. And Sophia Ewell and Bentley Burns are tied for second on the team, averaging 4.8 rebounds per game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get a whole lot of stats on the side of Albany Alexander, so not really sure rebounding-wise what we're going to see there.
And 2 of the games, I guess I watched them on film a little bit. They'll tend to shoot a lot of threes. And when you shoot a lot of threes, you get some long rebounds.
Right.
So I think that's going to be key. I know Coach Pick's probably in there having the girls. Not only do you have to box out, but you're going to have to go get the ball on them long rebounds. So that'll be something to watch tonight too, Ken.
Well, as always, second chance points are going to be critical.
I would agree.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We've got lots more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show yet to go here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on one or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Community Bank tip-off show. Let's talk about some more stats for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Assists. The Lady Warriors have 4 players averaging 2 or more assists per game. Alyssa Fisher, Vivian Grimes, Sophia Ewell, and Olivia Ewell. I think Coach Picker will probably like to see some of those numbers a little bit higher on the assist side.
Yeah, definitely. I think there is times where you tend to maybe take a little too quick of a shot at times, work it around, find the backdoor cut, which would drive those assists up a little bit.
Steals, 3 Lady Warriors averaging 3 or more steals per game. Now that's a pretty good stat. Alyssa Fisher and the Ewell sisters each, again, with 3 or more steals as a team, averaging 12.6 steals per basketball game.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number. One thing that, I've always said I don't keep track of is deflections. Vivian Grimes seems like she tips a lot of balls. And that's one
gets
thing.
A hand in the passing lane.
Yeah, and I think all schools, a lot of times that deflection leads to a steal from another teammate who gets credit for it. But I think, Vivian does a good job. Alyssa Fisher gets her hands on a lot of balls. So that's something tonight be interesting to see is who can get some deflections, some loose balls, and who wins those 50-50 balls.
One stat that bothers me a little bit, or worries me a little bit, I should say, turnovers. Eastern Brown as a team averaging 20.9 turnovers per basketball game.
Yeah, definitely one of the higher average turnovers that there has been probably for some years. I'm just going to guess on that. No facts there for Coach Pick, but I'm going to assume that's probably one of the higher averages he's had. And you know what? Bentley Burns is a freshman in the game, and Alyssa Fisher, coming into a new program. So some learning curves. It'll be interesting to see how they've done from the first half of the season to the second half. Are they cleaning them up here when it matters?
Well, and one thing that they do keep pretty clean are personal fouls. Not doing too bad in that category. As a team, averaging only 13.4 personal fouls per basketball game.
Yeah, and that'll be important. I heard you guys on air earlier talking about that, how fouls can really change a game when you get to this level. Who you're guarding or the guarding assignments, not only the scoring, the free throws, but I like that segment in there earlier. And I think that'll be critical, too, is, Eastern's got into that 6 and 7 player pretty handily on the bench there. How's their depth? The depth from Alexander in the 2 games I watched, just really maybe one off the bench. Didn't really have, too much depth on that bench.
Yeah.
So that'll be critical tonight.
Yeah, you talked about the broadcast earlier. Yeah, a lot of stats will lie to you. Just like you mentioned, the fact that Vivian Grimes will tip a ball, but then another player gets that steal. Or you have steals that go back and forth, and maybe they don't record that because it was a washout, or or some teams maybe don't keep as good of stats as others. So the stats that can lie to you are steals, rebounds, blocks, turnovers. These are all stats that can be misleading or just flat out not accurate. The stats that never lie are points and fouls.
Yes, that is correct.
And the fouls are the one that again, I think can really get you upside down. You can give away so many points. You get into foul trouble 2 ways. Number 1, you're giving up free throws. And number 2, somebody in foul trouble that could be a big scorer ends up on the bench.
Yeah. And a couple of the Eastern games, Sophia Ewell has played in with some foul trouble in a couple
that's
games.
Right.
That North Adams game was a big one. She picked up that second foul early in the game and kind of took her out of that game until, if you remember, late third quarter. So, You know, in one of the earlier broadcasts, I heard the coach from Western Brown, Coach Chadwell, say, you know, when it gets to this level, you've got to learn to play with some fouls.
Yes.
You know, if you've got 3 in the third quarter, you got to play. You got to play. It's your here.
And North Adams did have a little bit of that today, but overall they did a decent job. And they did not get upside down or underwater by having more fouls than New Lexington, which was what I was concerned about, that they would have more fouls. So that did not work out that way. Looks like the Piketon Lady Red Streaks are going to be moving on in tournament action to face off against the winner of our game. The final score is going to be 48. Let's see here, need to write that down. 48-35, Piketon defeating Wheelersburg. And a lot of people who are not Wheelersburg fans, insert everyone in the shack, is not going to be too disappointed that Wheelersburg is bowing out of tournament action. Now, I know somebody that will be upset. That's Tony Williams.
Tony, that's who I was thinking. Yeah, Wheelersburg's done a number on the shack for a few years.
They have.
They've been a thorn against our conference. So a talented program down there.
Well, the winner of our next game, if it is the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, will not have to face Wheelersburg, but they will have to face a pretty talented Piketon team.
Yes, they are.
I was impressed with that team.
Yep, they guard, get after you, quick off the dribble. That's a pretty good Piketon team. So
yes,
whoever gets to play them the next game is going to have their work cut out for them.
Yes, they are. Their hands will be full for sure. Well, stick with us. We've got more to come here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Should I be selling right now?
I gotta get a bigger place.
What's my house worth?
What do you think?
What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? That's pretty good. How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about field goal percentages, free throw percentages, and three-point percentages. As a team, Eastern Brown Lady Warriors averaging 36.4% from field goal range. Leading the team is Sophia Ewell. She, of course, is the highest scorer on the team as far as point averages at 14 points per game. But she also shoots 47.4% from the field, which is a pretty good percentage. Her sister Olivia Ewell is at 34% from field goal range. Alyssa Johnson, who averages 5.3 points per game, she is at 36.6% from field goal range. And Bentley Burns at 38.1, averaging 4.1 points per game. And then Alyssa Fisher at 30.6% from field goal range. Now, one thing I want to note, especially when we're talking about scoring, Remember, Eastern Brown had a couple of players, Addie Hauke and Charlie Hauke, the Hauke twins, that were transfers this year. They, of course, were only allowed to play the first 11 games of the season. In those 11 games, Addie Hauke averaged 6.5 points per game. Charlie Hauke averaging right at 4. That's 10.5 points per game missing from the offensive lineup of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. I think that's very important to remember. All right, let's talk about free throw percentages. Well, leading the team free throw wise, that's Olivia Ewell, averaging 75.9% from the charity stripe. That's a pretty good number. Well, the rest of the team could probably shoot just a little bit better. Vivian Grimes is at 62.5, which is pretty much dead even with Sophia Ewell at 62.6. So those two are the next two highest in free throw percentage, and then a couple of players just under the 60% mark. That's Alyssa Johnson at 57.1, and Bentley Burns slightly higher than that at 59.3% from the free throw line. Again, one of those stats that I'm sure head coach Kevin Pickrell would like to be a little bit higher. 3-point range, guess what? Eastern Brown Lady Warriors don't shoot a tremendous amount of 3-point shots. Pretty much Olivia Ewell in charge of that, along with Alyssa Fisher. Olivia Ewell averaging 27.4% from 3-point range, while Alyssa Fisher averaging 26.8% from 3-point range. Now, Alyssa Fisher, looking at 3-point attempts, she's only shot 56 3-point shots this season, whereas Olivia Ewell is almost double that at 106 3-point attempts. So, again, I said it right off the get-go, 3-point land, not a strong suit for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors at all. Wouldn't you agree, Ryan? 3-point shooting, not their thing.
I would agree, and on the contrary, I think you'll see this team shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
They shoot a lot of them, but yeah, it definitely hasn't been, Coach Bick usually that half court, working for a good shot, get it inside, outside, although Fisher's been hitting a few here lately, so that'll be key tonight.
Yeah, but, well, when you missed this while you were away there checking the rosters, Fisher's only shot right at half of the 3-point attempts that Olivia Ewell has on the season. So, but averaging right about the same percentage from 3-point range. So let's hope that this is a good 3-point shooting night tonight for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, because like you said, the Alexander Lady Spartans are probably going to be lighting it up out there in 3-point land. Stick with us. We've got more to come here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose People's Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Now that we've got everybody tuned in as we get geared up here for game number 2, I want to remind everybody about next week's broadcast schedule. Coming up on Monday night, it's going to be Lynchburg Clay versus Federal Hocking, as that'll be our second game on the boys tournament trail. Unfortunately, West Union Dragons bowed out last night in tournament action. But Monday night, it'll be, I'm sorry, that's girls. We don't get back to boys until Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Monday night is girls, Lynchburg Clay versus Federal Hocking. Federal Hocking, number 1 seed.
Yes,
Ew.
yes. Big athletic, very athletic program up there.
That game will be from Southeastern Ross. It'll be at 6:15 on Monday night, and it'll be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV as well. Don Bowles and you, Ryan Dotson, will be courtside for that one.
Yep, look forward to it.
Tuesday night, it's a packed night of basketball on Tuesday night. We have 2 girls games and 2 boys games. The 2 girls games will be Fayetteville, the Lady Rockets, who also got a win earlier today as well, as they defeated East Clinton. That game a little bit lopsided. I don't remember the score, but I think it was like a 50-point win. Anyway, Fayetteville Lady Rockets will be facing off against, I don't know who won the other game, either the number 2 seed, Cincinnati Christian, or the number 3 seed, Cincinnati Country Day. Fayetteville, of course, is the number 1 seed in that bracket. That game will be at 7:30 from Monroe High School on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. And myself, along with Mark Young, will be courtside for that game. Now, that game will be tape delayed, actually, on 99.5 The Edge, but it'll be live on Good Guys Radio TV. The live radio game will be the number 11 seed Ripley versus the number 3 seed Waterford back at Southeastern Ross High School. Caleb Rayburn and Jeff Strickland will be courtside for that game. Again, that game will be live on 99.5 The Edge. Now, the boys' games will be on C103. And there we'll have, again, 1 live, 1 tape delayed. But both of them are live per se because one of them's live on TV. The live game on the radio, number 12 seed Lynchburg Clay boys facing off against number 5 seed Zane Trace from Zane Trace. That game at 5 o'clock, live on C103. Don Bowles and Carl Schneider to bring you all the action there. The tape delayed game will be number 13 seed Nelsonville York at number 4 seed Eastern Brown. And that'll be Chris Blanton and Craig Campbell courtside for that one. Again, that is tape delayed on C103, but live on Good Guys Radio TV. So 4 games for you on Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we're back with 3 games there. We'll have 1 boys and 2 girls. It'll be the number 3 seed Georgetown G-Men, the boys game, versus number 7 seed Lockland High School. That'll be from Ross High School. That game tips off at 6:30. Don Bowles and Phil Ronimus will have that game for you live on C103 and live on Good Guys Radio TV. Over on the 99.5 side, it'll be a pair of girls games. Georgetown, the Lady G-Men, who won their game today, they'll face off against, I believe, the number 2 seed Marymount from Mason High School. That game at 7:30 on C103. Again, Chris Blanton, Mark Young, courtside for that one. And then, let's see. Yeah, that game is, that game's live on C103, whereas Georgetown Lockland will be tape delayed on C103, but live on Good Guys. Boy, this gets confusing. Back to 99.5 The Edge for our second game of the night, Western Brown versus New Richmond. Actually, that's the only game on 99.5. That game from Princeton High School tips off at 7:30, and myself along with Jeff Strickland will be bringing you that game. We'll have 4 more games on Thursday night, 2 more games on Friday night. It's a mess. It's a lot of games, and the best thing you can do is check out our social media where we post all of those games and all of the schedules.
Whew. It'll be a big week, and hopefully, if we can pull one more here out tonight, it'll be a big next Saturday.
Yes, so far next Saturday, we know we've got North Adams. We know, the rest of them are all undetermined because, White Oak would have to win, Ripley would have to win, Eastern would have to win. Fayetteville will have another game, I believe, before they get to that one. Yep, they do. So, that's Tuesday night. So we don't know if that game happens. Western Brown with another girls' game. Georgetown with another girls' game. So it's all up in the air still as to what we have happening next Saturday. We won't know until, I think, after Wednesday night.
You know, it's not March Madness yet, but it's the last week of February.
It sure
so
feels like March.
It's going to be some madness next week.
Yes, it is. Stick with us, folks. We've got our Magulac Tire Service rosters. We'll start with the Albany Alexander Lady Spartans when we come back after this with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Winter's here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those chilly days ahead. Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Ken Smith along with Ryan Dotson. Courtside at the downtown Waverly High School for Division 5 tournament action. Ryan, it's time to take a look at our first Magulac Tire Service starting lineup for this game. We'll start with the Alexander Lady Spartans.
Yes, let's take a look at the Lady Spartans. They come in under head coach Morgan Grinstead, assisted by Mike Bolin and Casey Bean. We mentioned earlier Morgan's dad was a longtime coach down at Alexander. And for those of you that listen, Alexander's just before you get to Athens on 32. They'll be carrying 11 on their roster tonight. A senior, 5'4", you'll hear her name a lot, wearing number 2, Kaylee Hundle. Porter Regansons, she is a 5-foot freshman. She wears number 3. Wearing number 5, Kara Allison. She is a 5'7" senior. Caden Bean, she is a 5'6" junior. She wears number 10. Wearing number 12, Lily Ryder. She is a 5'8" junior. Macy Hubbard, she wears number 14. She's a senior. She's 5'11". Lydia Moore wears number 15. She's a 5'8" freshman. Maddie Brookins is out with injury. They told me she tore her ACL earlier in the year.
Boy, we hear that far too often.
Yes, we do. Wearing number 21, Elaine Mowry. She's 5'6". She's a sophomore. She wears number 21. Number 23, Seneca Booker. She is a 5'7" sophomore. And rounding out the roster, wearing number 35, Grace Chapman. She is a 5'9 sophomore.
All right, that's the roster for the Albany Alexander Lady Spartans. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back to look at the Magulac Tire Service roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Welcome back courtside. The home team on the scoreboard, it's our Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Ryan, who we got for the Magulac Tire Service roster?
Yeah, let's take a look at that Eastern roster coming in under head coach Kevin Pickerel in his 12th year, assisted by Chris Coleman, Debbie Forsythe, the athletic director up there, Mr. Jared Jodry, Principal Kara Pinkerton, and Superintendent Mr. Jordan Michaels. Wearing 0 tonight, she's a senior, she's 5'2", Vivian Grimes. Wearing number 2, Kenzie Daly, she is a 5-foot sophomore. A junior at 5'2", she wears number 3, Alyssa Fisher. Wearing number 4, Olivia Yule, she is a 5'6", junior. Alyssa Johnson, she's a senior, she's 5'7", she wears number 12. Number 15, Sophia Yule, she's a 5'8", sophomore. Addie Hauke wears number 20, is a 5'8", junior. She will not be playing tonight. Bentley Burns wears number 22. She is a 6-foot freshman. Number 23, also Charlie Hauke, is not playing tonight, is a junior. Number 24, Rayleigh Brummett wears number 24. She is a 5'8", senior. Number 25, Madison Dyer. She is a 5'6", senior. Rounding out the roster, a freshman. She's 6'2", wears number 42, Shayla Minery.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. And again, if you missed us talking about it, as Ryan said, Charlie and Addie not able to play the second half of the season. That's 10 points. 10 points missing from the scoring on the side of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. But they've had the whole second half of the season to adjust to that. And Ryan, I think they've done really a pretty good job adjusting.
I think they have. I think they had to start that at the beginning of the year with them. kind of start to figure out that instead of just going cold turkey, if you will, right off the bat when they're done. So, they've done a good job down, and the kids have too. That's tough for coaches and kids, and I think they've all done a great job there.
They have, and when you look at their wins and losses, overall, it really didn't seem to affect them that much throughout that second half of the season. Let's see, they had 1, 2, 3 losses, I think, with them. Not sure where that break point is, but they either had 2 losses with them or 3 losses with them, and then the flip, either 2 or 3 losses without them.
Yeah, I would
so
agree.
Really, it's pretty even.
Yep, it's taken away a little bit of that depth as we talked about earlier from the bench standpoint, but they've definitely, Burns has definitely stepped up.
Yeah. All right, they are getting ready to announce the players here courtside. No national anthem. They did that at the first game of the day, so no repeat on that, which means it's time for us to talk about the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. Ryan?
Yes, starting for the visitors tonight in their away black uniforms, wearing number 2. She's a senior. She's 5'4", Kaylee Hundle. Wearing number 5, Kara Allison. She is a 5'7" senior. Kaden Bean, she wears number 10 for the Lady Spartans. She is a 5'6" sophomore. Lily Ryder, she is a 5'8" junior. She wears number 12. And the last starter for those Lady Spartans, number 14, Macy Hubbard. She is a 5'11" senior.
And a reminder there, again, in case you missed it in our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, Lily Ryder and Kaylee Hudnall both getting their 1,000 points this year. Hudnall a senior, Ryder only a junior.
Just a junior.
Getting that 1,000 points. I think you actually said sophomore when you were reading it that time.
Yeah, junior.
Yeah, she is a junior. So anyway, let's go over to Eastern Brown.
Yeah, starting for the Lady Warriors, wearing their home whites tonight. Number 0, Vivian Grimes. She is a 5'2" senior. Alyssa Fisher, a 5'2" junior. She wears number 3. Number 4, Olivia Yule. She is a 5'6" junior. Alyssa Johnson, she's a senior. She's 5'7". She wears number 12. And rounding out the roster is a sophomore at 5'8", wears number 15, Sophia Yule.
That's a look at your Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. And we are just about ready for tip-off. By the way, I can see as we look out there at the Alexander Lady Spartans, Ryan, you said it, I think, off the air. They got just a little bit more length to the arms and just slightly taller.
They are. They're just a little bit taller, some lanky arms, and just kind of be interesting to see if they can get their hands onto some deflections tonight.
We've got 3 more folks out there on the floor. That's the guys in the candy stripes.
Yes, tremendous crew out there tonight. Thaddeus Smith, Mr. Chase Hiles, and the man throwing the ball up, the referee tonight, Mr. Kyle Gilmore.
All right, everybody is set and ready to go, including us. By the way, we will talk to head coach Kevin Pickrell, win or lose after this one. And the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll also have stats. We'll talk to 1 or more of the players. And, of course, we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. That's all part of the Willie and Son Trucking post game. The tip is up. It's going to be controlled by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Smart play there by Yule. Sophia Yule had to tip it twice. A lot of times you'll see that the person tipping grab it, and that ends up as a turnover. Eastern Brown controls it. Baseline, they go into Yule, out to Olivia Yule. Olivia Yule dribbling out on the right side wing. They put the double team on her. Now the basketball comes back into the hands of Grimes. Grimes feeds it into Sophia Yule. She's double teamed, gets the turnaround off the glass. It's good. Nothing like starting off with a basket, first possession.
Nice move by Sophia, going to her right side for the left-handed young lady.
With the basketball out top now is going to be Kaylee Hudnall on the side of the Lady Spartans. Looking at the man-to-man defense, they go into Bean, and they'll bring it back out. With the basketball is going to be Ryder. She'll load the three-point shot. Oh, it rims out. Sophia Yule pulls down the rebound. Pushing it up ahead to Olivia. Oh, led her just a little too much. Ends up as a turnover. Unfortunately, that fast break did not work out for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors.
Looks like Vivian Grimes is going to get the defensive assignment on Kaylee Hundle.
Again, number 12, Ryder, is the other one that we need to worry about. Hubbard is the big gal inside. In the corner for three. Shot by Bean, no good. On the rebound, what do we got? It's going to go out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by the Lady Spartans. We'll take that.
You know, we mentioned a couple of times, Ken, there that, 2 shots, 2 threes already here by Albany Alexander as they bring out a little bit of full court pressure.
We thought we were going to see a lot of three-point shooting.
They'll mix the defenses up, too. They'll play a lot of half-court zone. They'll play some full-court zone.
They get past the pressure. Sophia Ewell down underneath. Nice bounce pass into Alyssa Johnson, up and in.
Alyssa Johnson with her first 2 points. Alyssa's had a really great second half of the season. Had a good year, but she's been key down the stretch here for the Eastern Lady Warriors.
One thing you can say about the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, they play good fundamental basketball, which is what every Eastern Brown team does. With the rebound off the missed shot, it's going to be Fisher out ahead. Gets it to Grimes out top. They're going to reset against man-to-man defense. Pass left side to Olivia Ewell. Back to Grimes in the corner. They're looking in. They feed it into Sophia Ewell. She kicks it out. Three-point shot off the mark by Fisher. Rebound, a long one, and Grimes tracks it down. Back to Fisher, into Ewell. No, that's not Ewell. That's Johnson. She missed the shot down underneath, and the rebound controlled by the Lady Spartans. They'll push it up the floor. Right side, it goes to Ryder. She has it taken away on the drive. Look at this. Out ahead to Sophia Ewell for the layup. It's good, and she's fouled for the and one. 6-0, Eastern Brown on top.
That foul is going to be charged against Kaylee Hutnell. That is going to be her first, team first. That is going to send Sophia to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Definitely the start you wanted if you're an Eastern fan.
That's right. Prepare for the stars to align. The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is set for Saturday, March 28th at North Adams High School. Join us as we honor the seniors one more time in 2026, the class of 2026. By the way, if you've got a Shack Senior athlete, they can download the scholarship app from our website, c103.fm. Now we're going to have a foul out top committed by the Lady Warriors.
That foul is going to be charged against Alyssa Johnson.
Again, you can download the C103 Shack Senior Scholarship application on our website, c103.fm, as in FM radio, not .com. Basketball, Allison left side, reverses right side to Hudnall. Hudnall on the drive, tries to dish. She was fouled. Hopefully they're going to say that that was on the floor. I believe they are, because she was trying to pass, it looked like to me. Yeah, it's on the floor.
Yeah, that foul is going to be charged against Sophia Ewell. That is her first foul. So a couple quick fouls here for Eastern, both for Johnson and Ewell.
Hudnall with it on the inbound, double team, taken away, but can they hang on to it? No, they turn it back over. Well, what do we got, a foul, or did she step out? She stepped out.
She stepped out of bounds.
Turnover for turnover, then back to Eastern.
For another turnover,
yeah. So I like it. We ended up with it. All right, with the basketball is going to be Fisher. Fisher out top looking at the defense. Goes left side to Olivia Ewell. Ewell loses her dribble, almost tied up in a dual possession. Gets it to Sophia Ewell, driving the left side off the glass and good. Sophia Ewell is absolutely on fire.
She's got 7 of the 9 here to start out for the Eastern Warriors. When she gets on that left block, she's pretty good, Ken.
A steal by Johnson. And getting it ahead to Sophia Ewell. Oh, one too many passes. She tried to get it to Grimes. Probably should have just shot it, but hindsight's always 20/20.
Bentley Burns is going to check into the ball game. She is going to replace Sophia Ewell, who gets a nice round of applause.
Oh, I don't know if I'd take her out as hot as she is.
She does have the one foul here early.
Well, yeah, that's true.
9-0. Get her a couple minutes here,
all
Coach.
Right. Well, and of course, Burns, even slightly taller. With the basketball on the right side, Ryder. They'll reverse it left side, driving in. Allison loses it away, but they'll say it was touched by Eastern as it goes out of bounds.
If you're Sophia Ewell, you probably didn't want to come out because, like you said, Ken, she's had the hot hand.
Yeah, she was pretty hot out there. I'd like to, I don't know, as a coach, that's a tough one. Like to just see if she could go one more shot or two. Right side Bean for three, no good. Rebound off the backside, unfortunately missed by Eastern. They had a couple players in position. Back out top to Hubbard for three. That one's no good. This time the rebound is controlled by Grimes.
Ken, that's 5 threes, 0 for 5 to start the game.
Let's keep it that way.
For the Lady Spartans.
It won't stay that way, unfortunately. Fisher feeds it inside to the new gal. Turnaround, shots up and good by Bentley Burns.
Bentley doing some nice work on the block, the 6-foot freshman.
Fisher almost gets a steal. Woo! Timeout, Lady Spartans. We're going to take one as well. Eastern on top, 10-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back courtside. We'd like to thank First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky. You can also learn about First State Bank online at fsb4me.com. That's the number 4me.com. Sophia Ewell gets a steal as she is back in the game, Ryan. Ewell hands it off out top to Grimes. You got Burns and Ewell out there, so a nice size advantage. They go to Grimes, dishes off to Burns. It gets loose. Oh, unfortunately, a turnover for the Lady Warriors.
Maybe one too many passes in there.
Yeah, that's twice they've done that.
Yeah.
Hudnall will have the basketball out top, trying to save some clock. Or awful early in the game for that. Goes to the left side, hands it off to Ryder. Ryder passed up one out top, but there was a reason because she got the cutter. That was Bean up and in. Lids off the basket now for the Lady Spartans. What do we have while I was looking down?
I believe just a deflection out of bounds there.
All right, Eastern to inbound again. They go to Ewell. Now with it, Fisher. Fisher getting it ahead. Who almost lost it away. Johnson able to track it down. They put the trap on. Back to Fisher. Somebody's got to be open. There it is. Burns down underneath. Oh, a little too hard off the glass. It pops out. Oh, missed opportunity. Hudnall with the basketball. Driving the right side. Gets stopped. Reverses. Passes out for a long two by Hubbard. Bounces out. Burns with a rebound. Hands it off to Ewell. 2:32 to go in the first quarter. Let's look at the H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. Johnson with it on the inside. Kicks it out to Grimes for a three. That's too long. So the H&R Block scoreboard update has the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors on top 11-2 over top of the Lady Spartans, and Burns commits the foul as driving to the basket was Ryder.
Yeah, that foul is going to be on Bentley Burns. That's going to be her first, team third. That is going to send Lily Ryder to the free throw line.
Again, the H&R Block scoreboard update. Eastern 11, Alexander 2, 2:11 to go. Ryder's going to change that score, though. Oh, misses the first one.
Checking into the game for Eastern will be Olivia Ewell. She is going to replace Alyssa Johnson. And also checking in, I believe, was Lydia Moore for the first time, wearing number 15 for the Lady Spartans.
Ryder's second free throw also bounces out. Burns pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Ewell. Ewell doing a good job getting it ahead to Fisher. Now they go to Olivia Ewell for a long two. No good. Burns with a putback up and in. Nice position by Burns.
Yes, it was. Give her 4 points.
Burns, only a freshman. And we've got some talented freshmen in the shack. Hudnall on a drive, kicks it back out top to Ryder. Ryder can't do anything with it. Goes to Bean, and now Hudnall will come back to get it as they reset. Oh, nice block shot by Sophia Ewell. She blocks Bean's shot on the drive. She misses the layup. Good job by Bean getting back to defend that. Now we've got a 2-on-1. Oh, that might have been a travel. No call, though, as Ryder with a little bit of a Euro step.
Yes, give Ryder her first 2 points.
Grimes with it in the backcourt, tries to throw it ahead. Dangerous pass, intercepted. Hudnall ahead to Ryder, and she's fouled.
It's going to send Ryder to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on, I do believe, Alyssa Fisher. That's her first.
Head coach Kevin
Team
Pickrell
fourth.
having a stern conversation with one of the officials. I don't know what he didn't like, but he didn't like something.
I don't think he liked Yule's layup. I think there was a little more contact there than he thought.
All right, he's got a smile on his face, though.
Lily Ryder connects on her first free throw attempt.
Makes it 13-5 the score now. Eastern Brown on top. Second free throw bounces out, but tracking down the rebound is Allison. So Lady Spartans get another opportunity here. They'll reverse it to Hudnall left side. She faked the three, drives in, off the mark. Sophia Ewell with a rebound. Ahead it goes to Fisher. Fisher on the drive, has to slow it up, finds Ewell. That's Sophia Ewell, out top to Olivia Ewell. Now Fisher left side, wide open three, a little bit long. Bounce out. Olivia Ewell able to steal it. Sophia Ewell, another missed opportunity down underneath. Lady Spartans have it.
Couple good looks there for Eastern.
Yep. Oh, here goes Olivia Ewell with another steal and a wide open layup. That one is good. Eastern Brown back on top by 10.
That's Olivia's first 2 points of the night.
Down to 17 seconds to go now in the first quarter. Out top with it is Ryder. Ryder directing some traffic. Running it down. Going to go for a final shot. Here comes the screen. She goes right, double team. They stop her. Goes back out top to Bean. They don't get a shot off. That's how we'll end the first quarter. The Lady Warriors leading the Lady Spartans by 10, 15-5. Stick with us. Second quarter action coming up after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. During that commercial break, Ryan, you and I had some what I think was a good conversation. Number one, I think the Lady Spartans are going to get hot here at some point. They're not going to stay this cold.
Yeah, they was 0 for 5 from beyond the arc in that first quarter. You know, we hope they stay cold, but
right.
You wonder when they start falling.
Yeah,
and the 0-3 can change the game real quick.
The numbers lead to them not being cold forever. With the basketball, left side is going to be Bean for the Lady Spartans. Goes in the corner to Allison. She drives the baseline and loses it away. Turnover. We'll take that. You also made a comment, Ryan, that Albany Alexander likes to change up defenses.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Here they are half court.
Eastern Brown has hardly had to run an offensive set. They've been getting so many fast breaks. By the way, second quarter substitution, Mingery into the basketball game for the Lady Warriors. Another tall young lady, 6'2" freshman.
Yeah, Shayla Minnery checked in and Alyssa Johnson both checked back in as Minnery gets it at the rim.
Oh, and puts it up and in. What a way to start off in the stat books for Mingery. Minnery, sorry.
Big points off the bench for Shayla Minnery.
Hudnall with it on the right-hand side. Hands it off to Ryder for a three. That one's no good. Long rebound. Unfortunately, Eastern Brown touched it before it went out of bounds. They couldn't track it down. substitution, Lady Spartans.
Yeah, Macy Hubbard is going to check back in for the Spartans. She is going to replace Lydia Moore.
Kevin Pickerel's doing a dance over there. Who's playing music? Inbound pass to Bean for 3, and it's good.
There's one.
We knew it was going to happen. We knew they would start hitting them at some point.
Bean up to 5 points here for the Lady Spartans.
Kick in the backcourt by the Lady Spartans. It'll end up out of bounds. So Eastern Brown going to have to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
Spartans coming out in a little bit of 1-2-2 half court.
We need to mic Kevin Pickerel. We need to put a lapel mic on him so we can just turn him up every once in a while and see what the conversation is about. Fisher and Grimes working it across the timeline. Fisher's got it out top, showing a lot of patience. They go down to Mingery on the baseline for a 10-footer. That one no good. Rebound. Oh, they're going to say a foul committed by the Lady Warriors.
That could be a costly one. That looks like that's going to be against Alyssa Johnson, I do believe.
Yeah, it was.
That's going to be her second.
Oops, and she's going to come out.
Sophia Yule's going to check right back into the game for Coach Pickerel's having a little conversation of fouling 80 feet from the basket here.
Yep. If you haven't had dinner yet, well, basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Order from your local Snappies in West Union, Seaman, and Maysville. You can download the free Snappy app and unlock some delicious perks. That's Snappy Tomato Pizza. Hudnall with the basketball, left side Ryder. Ryder faked the 3, got stopped on the baseline. She's double teamed, and it's taken away. Nice steal there by Mingery. Gets it to Grimes. Grimes is going to bring it up the floor. Lady Spartans are doing a better job stopping the fast break now. They find Mingery again on the baseline for 2, no good, but Yule with a rebound has to pass it back out to Olivia Yule for 3. It's good!
Big bucket. Olivia Yule, 5 points.
Puts us on top by 12. Now with it right side, Ryder. Drives in off the glass, no good. Mingery with a rebound. The 6'2" freshman making her presence known. They'll go ahead to Sophia Yule. Yule.
Oh, that's a nice move.
Nice, but couldn't get the layup. The ball's tipped around. It's going to end up out of bounds off who? They're going to say off Eastern?
Yes, off Eastern. It's going to go the way of Alexander. Nice move by Yule. She's missed a couple of them little easy ones in there.
Yeah.
She'd like to have a couple of them back, I think.
Yep. Well, it's still fairly early. We still have 5:44 to go in the first half. Hudnall with the basketball. Off the screen, dribbles left. Switch. She goes ahead and shoots the 3. It's long. Yule on the rebound. Oh, they get the steal from Yule, but now it's loose on the floor. Out it goes on top, then right side to Ryder. Lady Spartans will reset. Hudnall with it out top. Left side. 3-point shot by Bean. No good. Follows her shot, but it's taken away by Fisher. Basketball goes to Grimes, and she's fouled in the backcourt.
That
nice.
foul's going to be against Caden Bean. That is going to be her first. Vivian just put the brakes on, didn't she?
Yes, she did, and I've seen a lot of players do it this year, including your son.
Yeah. I had to teach him that at a young age. Bentley Burns is going to check back into the game for Minnery. Minnery, a big 3 minutes here in the second quarter.
If you hear those footsteps behind you, you slam on the brakes and they run right into you.
You got to sometimes play a little savvy.
Yep. Fisher with it across the timeline to Grimes. Now they go to Yule. That's Sophia at the elbow for 2. It's long. Rebound controlled by Hudnall, and she's going to push it. Hudnall, 2-on-1 to Ryder. Shot was no good down underneath, but she's fouled.
I think that foul is going to be charged against Vivian Grimes.
Working our way toward the Barry's Chevrolet halftime. Just as Barry's can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll hook you up to the keys to the second half with the Barry's Chevrolet halftime.
That is going to send Lily Ryder to the free throw line.
Wow, she has been cold from the line. Again, another one of those things that I don't think will last.
Yeah, she's 1 for 5 here in the first half from the free throw line.
Missed the first, gets a second one. Let's see what happens here. By the way, start your pathway to completion today at Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu. Grimes with a rebound.
Second one. Oh, wide open.
Burns underneath, up and in. Nice look there. Assist by Sophia Yule.
Bentley Burns with 6 points for the Lady Warriors.
Bean lobs inside to Allison. Back out to Bean. Now Hudnall left side. Passes to Ryder out top. Ryder gets some screen action, drives in, stops and pops. It's good.
Nice looking pull-up jump shot.
With the basketball is going to be Olivia Ewell along with Fisher. They're working it against this full court pressure. Ahead to Grimes. Now Sophia Ewell. And she is fouled on the drive, had contact on the drive. No foul called. Basket is missed. Now back the other direction it goes. Ryder with it. To Bean for a three. This one looks good, and it is good.
Caden Bean with a three. Give her 8 points.
Timeout called by Eastern. We're going to take one as well. 22-13 the score. Eastern Brown leading. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
Coming out of the timeout, the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors are going to have the basketball. Ryan, guarantee it. They're going to see full court coverage. We've seen it every possession pretty much.
Yeah, it seems like this second quarter, Alexander's really extending that pressure to half court, three-quarter court, trying to speed the game up a little bit, get a couple deflections. Looks like they're going to come right back to that 1-2-2 half court.
Yeah, they're going to do the half court trap instead of full court. Grimes taking a look at it and taking her time. Fisher to Grimes across the timeline, staying out of the trap. They go left side. It got tipped loose, but Sophia Ewell gets it, drives in. It's up. They're going to call travel. Yep. Well, the Euro step was okay on the other end, but not on this end.
One too many.
Yep. And I will admit she took about three.
Yeah. It went from a good-looking move to whoops. I think the young lady's even laughing out there a little bit. She knows.
Our next Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show will not be until Monday night. It'll be a girls' game, Lynchburg-Clay. Foul committed. Unfortunately, we would have ended up with a steal there, but I think Olivia Ewell couldn't stop herself and just about ran over with the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, that's going to be Olivia's first, team third here in the second quarter.
Part of that Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show is the Maculac Tire Service starting lineup. That'll be before Monday night's Lynchburg-Clay Lady Mustangs game. Lady Spartans have it over on the right-hand side. Who's got it? Ryder. They tip it away, and it ends up out of bounds. Good hands by Olivia Ewell.
Yep. She's playing some pretty good defense. You know, Ryder tends to put that ball out there a lot.
She does.
I don't know if that's something in the scouting report they picked up, but definitely Sophia's knocked that ball out a couple times.
I'd like it if she'd tip it up instead of down.
I agree, Ken.
Because it's dangerous about getting fouls.
Yeah.
How many does she have?
She has one.
All right. Left side, long to Allison. No good. Backside rebound, out of bounds, off the Lady Spartans. Good position there by Grimes. Here's the half-court trap again. We can see it coming with 2:58 to go in the first half.
Eastern's done a good job of getting it into the middle of the court, and they do again.
Yep, Sophia Ewell drives the left side, gets stopped, passes back out to Grimes. Grimes on the drive, finds Burns in the corner. Ooh, out to Fisher. It got tipped loose, and Allison ended up with it. They go ahead to Ryder. Ryder runs right over top of Fisher. Great job drawing the charge.
Alyssa Fisher steps in, takes a big charge against Lily Ryder.
That was textbook.
Yes. She beat her to the spot, took a pretty good shot.
She knew that she was going to just run right over, and, yep. Again, good fundamental basketball.
That's Lily Ryder's first foul for the Lady Spartans.
Fisher with it, brings it across the timeline, dribbles around to the right side, passes down low to Olivia, across to Burns, up and in. Wow.
Bentley Burns with 8 points. Good interior passing for
Yes.
the Lady Warriors here in the first
They're
half.
doing such a great job seeing the floor. Baseline shot, a short one off the hands of Allison, no good. Sophia Ewell with a long tipped out rebound is going to go coast to coast off the glass, no good, but she's fouled.
She's going to the free throw line this time, Ken.
Yes, she is. They gave her that one because that time I'm not so sure you could see the contact. We'll take it.
That foul is going to be charged against Lily Ryder. That is her second, team third. Sophia shooting 62% on the year.
Let's take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union. It's tax season, folks. If you haven't had your taxes done yet, visit H&R Block in West Union. 2:03 to go in the first half. The score 25-13 as Ewell makes the first free throw.
Alyssa Johnson's going to check back in for Vivian Grimes. Alyssa carrying them 2 fouls. Coach Pick's putting a lot of trust in his senior. We mentioned that before the game there. You know, you got to learn to play with some foul trouble. Move your feet.
It's tournament time. There are no second chances. Second free throw was good, by the way. Make it 26-13. Eastern on top. Ryder with the basketball. She's going to drive in again. This time nobody steps in front of her, and she gets the layup.
Lily Ryder with 7 points here. Yeah, Alyssa Johnson just kind of had to step out of the way there.
Another kick by the Lady Spartans. So the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors will inbound right in front of the bench. In front of assistant coach Chris Coleman. Olivia Ewell with it in the backcourt, getting pushed a little bit, but gets it across the timeline, dribbles through the pressure, passes into the corner. With it is Johnson. Johnson trying to drive, gets stopped, but finds Ewell inside. She puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Back to the line for a bonus. How many free throws has Sophia Ewell shot? It seems like a bunch.
She's 3 for 3.
All right, only 3. Seems like she's shot more than that.
That foul is going to be charged against Macy Hubbard. That's her first.
28-15 the score. Eastern Brown on top. Bonus shot is good.
4 for 4. Sophia leads all scorers with 12.
Ryder,
Lady Warriors.
Hook pass down inside. Hubbard trying to create space. It ends up being what? Tipped out of bounds off Eastern.
Yep, Vivian Grimes is going to check back in. I'm going to guess she's going to get, yes, she is, Alyssa Johnson.
Hubbard, by the way, was kind of lowering that shoulder a little bit.
Kind of trying to drive her way in.
Yep. Again, there's more opportunities, I think, for the Lady Warriors to draw some charges. You just got to be thinking about it. Hubbard with it on the inbound for the 3. No good. Backside, Sophia Ewell. Outlet to Fisher. 2-on-2 along with Burns. Decides to pull it up.
Nice
pass
smart,
it. Yes.
nice smart move by
It
Alyssa
was.
to pull that out.
Sophia Ewell now with it out top. Goes left side, Grimes. Zone defense.
Yeah, still in kind of a quarter court 1-2-2.
They get Grimes in the corner open for a 3. No good, but Olivia Ewell with a rebound. Back out to Grimes. I thought she was going to try it again. She didn't. Fisher inside. Burns, turnaround, hook shot, no good. Another rebound by Olivia Ewell. Back out to Fisher. 3 opportunities. They find Sophia Ewell, and she's in the paint. They're going to say offensive. Yeah. That's a good call.
That's going to be Sophia's second charged foul.
Good sell there. Who was it that drew that? Hudnall?
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, she did a good job selling it, but it was the right call.
Minery's going to check back into the game, replacing Sophia Ewell. So both Ewell and Johnson, both with 2 fouls, with 41 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Eastern had 3 looks at it that time. Unfortunately, no score out of it. 37 seconds to go in the first half. Hudnall with it right side. Passes to Bean, out for a 3. No good. Olivia Ewell pulls down the rebound. Outlet ahead to Fisher. Fisher to Burns, up off the glass and good. Eastern Brown flat out beating the Lady Spartans up the floor.
Bentley Burns in double digits with 10 points.
Hudnall on the drive, off the glass, no good. Mingery with a rebound. Still 10 seconds, and they foul Grimes in the backcourt. No, not a foul. They just knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think she stepped maybe out of line. Yeah,
they're going to say it was off Grimes.
She must have stepped out of bounds before the push maybe there.
Inbound, Grimes almost got a steal, but you know what? It was just as good as she disrupted the play, and Ryder couldn't hang on to it and went out of bounds. Turnover.
Now we got the Lady Spartans falling into that 1-2-2 again, a little half court.
Well, they got to apply pressure because they try to go ahead to Burns. It's tipped. It's going to end up out of bounds off Lady Spartans. I'll take it.
Yes.
Now we inbound underneath with the same amount of time on the clock. Actually, should have ticked off a couple of tenths, but it didn't.
Coach Pick quickly puts his offensive threat back in there. Sophia Ewell, she'll replace Shayla Minnery.
I tell you what, Minnery, the 6'2 freshman, giving some pretty serious time off the bench in this game.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I think they're talking a little bit about time not coming off.
It should have clicked off a couple of tenths, but Sophia out to Fisher. Fisher inside. Burns up and in. How many times have they done that? That'll do it for the first half. 33-15, Eastern Brown Lady Warriors leading Albany Alexander. Wow. Barry Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Welcome back courtside to the Barry Chevrolet halftime show. Let's talk about scoring by the quarters in this first half. Eastern Brown dominating the first quarter, outscoring Albany Alexander by 10 points, 15-5. They were 0 for 5 from three-point range? Is that correct?
Yeah, 0 for 5 in that first quarter, 2 for 5 in the second quarter.
Interesting.
So 2 for 10.
Wow. Yeah, only 20% from the field or from three-point range for the Albany Alexander Lady Spartans. Second quarter, Eastern, unfortunately, had a couple of easy shots not go in, but they still had some beautiful plays. Albany Alexander applies a lot of pressure either in the backcourt or at half court, And Eastern Brown doing such a good job of looking down the floor and finding the players down underneath the basket. They outscore Alexander by 8 points in the second quarter, 18-10, to give Eastern Brown an impressive 18-point lead at halftime, 33-15 your score. Stick with us. The Eastern Brown Lady Warriors are on top, and we're back with more of the Barry Chevrolet after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Winter's here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those chilly days ahead. Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back to the Barry Chevrolet halftime. Ryan, you've got some very interesting shooting stats. I don't think it's going to stay this way. The Lady Spartans, again, we know they're a shooting team. We know they average more points than the Lady Warriors. They got to start dropping baskets at some point. But let's tell us what happened in that first half.
Yeah. First thing I'm going to mention is right when I walked in the gym tonight, Coach Pickerel's dad, Gary, was standing there. And the first thing he said to me, let's hope we shoot good in here tonight. This place hasn't been real kind to the girls or the boys throughout the year shooting. It just seems different. I think that falls right into Albany Alexander in the first half.
Yeah.
Struggled 0 for 5, 2 for 10. And then from the field, they was 2 for 4 in the first quarter, 4 for 14, 6 for 18 in the first half, 33%. Only 2 young ladies found the scoring column.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And it's one of the players that we expected, but the other one is not.
Yeah. Bean scores 8. We mentioned Ryder with 1,000 points. She has 7. She's 1 for 6 from the free throw line. So good scorers usually like to get to the free throw line, see it go in, and it gets them rolling.
Right.
Young ladies struggling a little bit. I'm sure they'll probably come out firing a little bit harder.
Well, here they come. They are coming back out fairly quickly and probably going to try and get some shots off here.
Yeah. The opposite can be said for Eastern.
Yep.
7 for 15. That's 46%. They matched that in the second quarter.
Nice.
7 for 15. So 14 for 30, 30%. I think he can contribute a little bit of that to Ewell and Burns scoring at the rim. So definitely a good shooting percentage for Eastern. Definitely. From three-point land, 1 for 5. I was surprised they'd had 5 threes, but they was 1 for 5 from beyond the arc. And 2 girls in double digits. Sophia Ewell's already with 12. Bentley Burns has already got 12. So impressive first half.
Yeah, they are definitely looking pretty good in this first half. By the way, getting a message here, Shayla Mingery. Or is it Shyla? We're saying it wrong, apparently.
Shyla Minery.
Minery. Yeah, it's Shyla. There we go. Got it.
That is the granddaughter of Dave Minery, who's coached baseball at Eastern for several years.
Aha. All right. We apologize, Shyla, for saying Shayla. All right.
Big minutes. The young lady had some big minutes there in that second quarter.
Yes, she did. Yeah, 6'2" freshman, off the bench, contributed quite a bit while she was out there. She is one of those in the scoring column. Only had 2 points, but it was an important 2 points.
Yeah, Eastern's got 5. Yeah, she come in, played 3. She started in that second quarter. Coach Pick put her in there to start the second quarter, and she played 3 minutes roughly. 2 big rebounds and 2
Didn't she
points.
have the first basket of the second quarter?
Yes, she did. She sure did.
Yeah. So, again, you were mentioning the fact that we've got several of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors in the scoring column, 5 of them total. Let's get some more.
Yeah, 2 in double digits already.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And they're 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Gotta like that as well. Good free throw shooting will win basketball games. Again, back to what we were talking about before the basketball game in the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show. You got to make free throws. Free throws win games, and fouls lose games.
Yes, yes. And there is a little bit of foul trouble, nothing to be too. Johnson's with 2, Yule's with 2.
Yep.
So really the only foul trouble we got.
How about on the other side, only 1 player with 2?
Yes, and that would be the 1,000-point scorer, Lily Ryder. She has 2 fouls.
Well, it'd be kind of nice to see her get her 3rd quickly.
Yeah, yes.
Never know. All right, we're going to take a final break as we wrap up the Berries Chevrolet halftime. We're back with second half action right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Eastern Brown Lady Warriors have the basketball to start the second half. We're going to see man-to-man defense out of the Lady Spartans. Olivia Yule with the basketball goes left side Grimes. Grimes off the screen, brings it out top. It was a pick and roll to Yule, but it didn't work. She'll come back to Grimes. Maybe they'll try it again.
Eastern back out there with their starters, Grimes, Johnson, Fisher, Yule, and Yule.
Hudnall almost got a steal on Grimes. Ended up being knocked out of bounds, and it was questionable who touched that one last there. Unfortunately for us, they're going to say Lady Spartans touched it.
And the Lady Spartans have their starters back out there. Hutnell, Allison, Bean, Ryder, and Hubbard.
Your Magulac Tire Service second half starters. Grimes with it on the right side wing.
Oh, nice slip.
Oh, she couldn't keep her feet under her. Alyssa Johnson had a nice break to the basket on a back door, but the pass was maybe just a bit strong, and as she reached for it, she fell down. So unfortunately, a turnover and a missed opportunity for the Lady Warriors. Lady Spartans with it. Heading all with it out top. Goes right side. Now Bean for a 3. Rims out. Rebound controlled by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, and there's your foul in the backcourt.
That foul is going to be charged against Macy Hubbard. That is going to be her second foul.
Looks like we're going to see at least some pressure by Hudnall on Grimes. I think it might be nose to numbers for Grimes. I think they're going to shadow her.
This is some of the first man-to-man defense that Alexander's played this game. Played a lot of zone.
Olivia Yule with it over on the right-hand side. Dribbles around out top. Goes to Johnson. Johnson with it. Now to Fisher. Fisher off the screen. Goes right side to Sophia. Now Grimes will get it. Grimes is going to drive in, stops, dishes off to Johnson. Johnson out to Ewell. That's Sophia Ewell. Eastern showing some patience. Ewell trying to drive. Goes to Johnson. Steps back for a long two. It's no good. And the outlet pass deflected, but Lady Spartans end up with it. They'll come ahead to Ryder. Ryder on the drive is, basket up and good, and she's fouled. That's a good call.
Yes, that's going to be a quick foul here against Alyssa Johnson. That is going to be her third.
That's unfortunate for the Lady Warriors. Johnson didn't think she committed the foul, but she did. She turned, and Ryder got just enough around her to make the foul against Johnson and it not be an offensive player control foul. Again, another good call. I know a lot of the fans maybe don't agree and some of the coaches maybe don't agree, but I think we're seeing some pretty good officiating out of this crew. Fisher, she'll drive in to Johnson. Johnson with it out top. Hands it off to Sophia Ewell. They've cleared it out. Ewell's not trying to drive. Finds Olivia Ewell, left side. Olivia Ewell stops and pops a little bit short. And the rebound tipped out of Ryder's hands. It'll go out of bounds off Ewell.
0 for 2 to start the half here is Eastern.
Yeah, everybody's cold. 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes off the clock. Hudnall with the basketball. Eastern Brown and man-to-man. Hudnall is going to go left side. Hands it off to Ryder. Ryder double teamed and player control foul as Ryder swings an elbow. Didn't like the pressure.
That is going to be 3 fouls on Lily Ryder. We're going to have
a flagrant foul.
I think they can upgrade that if it's above the shoulders. If it's above the shoulders and you make contact, I think you got to call it.
And I think Grimes is feeling it too. Or maybe she's just stretching out a leg there. By the way, we'd like to thank another one of our season sponsors, Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Grimes on the free throw line. First one, rims out. Maybe it's the rim on this end.
There's been 7 free throws
missed
shot on this end, 1 make.
And how about the other end? Oh, and she misses that one too.
So this rim is 1 for 8. The other rim is 4 for 5.
Yeah, that's quite a difference. All right, Eastern Brown will be able to inbound the basketball off of the flagrant foul. And that was 3 on Ryder, is that right?
Yes, that is her third.
She will stay out there. Sophia Ewell will have the basketball. Dribbling out top. Starts to go left. Drives all the way in. Overshoots it. Backside rebound pulled down by the Lady Spartans. She didn't use the backboard.
Not a real good angle there for that one.
Ryder has it out ahead. Fisher tipped it out of her hands. It goes out of bounds off Fisher. So the Lady Spartans will inbound from almost in the corner. Least favorite spot to inbound the ball.
I agree.
Out top to Hubbard for a 3. It's no good. Olivia Ewell pulls down the rebound. They're going to double team her in the backcourt. Finds Fisher. They do a good job looking ahead. Fisher's going to try and drive in, but has it tipped away. A steal there by Hubbard. Now Ryder with the basketball. Doesn't have the numbers. Goes right side to Hudnall for a 3. It's no good. Grimes with a rebound. Grimes is going to push it up the floor. Going to have to slow it up. It was 3 on 3. Back out to Fisher. Fisher's open for a 3. She loads it. She drains it.
Oh, that's a big one.
We needed that.
Alyssa Fisher with her first 3 points of the game.
And the first basket almost halfway through the third quarter for either team. That's the first basket.
Yep, it came at a good time.
Ryder with it at the elbow. Tries to pass down underneath, and Fisher picks it off. Nice steal by Fisher. Fisher, hook pass to Ewell. Shot up. Ooh. Rimmed out again. She didn't use the backboard, and we've got a foul in the backcourt.
That could be costly. Alyssa Johnson once again getting a little too aggressive down underneath.
Well, they're going to say it was on Ewell.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, Johnson needs to be careful.
Yep.
Way too aggressive that far from the basket to be trying to get a steal. And she is going to come out.
Yeah, it was close enough for Coach Pick to bring Bentley Burns back in for Alyssa Johnson. Also checking back in for the Lady Spartans, replacing Lily Ryder, is Lydia Moore. Lydia's the only player to come off the bench so far for Alexander.
Tune in Monday at 4:45 and just before Monday night's broadcast for the Shack pregame report. Brought to you by Ron Lynch, your financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, as well as Peebles Save-A-Lot. Bean able to draw a foul. I thought she was trying to pass it, but maybe it was the foul that made it look that way.
Yeah, that foul is going to be against Olivia Yule. That's going to be 2 quick ones for her. She is going to have 3 fouls.
Ew. Again, Shack pregame report brought to you by Ron Lynch, your financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, and Peebles Save-A-Lot. That's coming up Monday at 4:45. Caleb Rayburn will recap the weekend for you. Second free throw rims out. Burns along with Grimes. As a team, they get that rebound. And they're going to say Burns fouled 90 feet from the basket.
That foul is going to be charged against Caden Bean. Caden Bean for the Lady Spartans.
Only her second. 3:57 to go in the third quarter. This one's been kind of
a different third quarter, hasn't it?
It's kind of helter-skelter.
Yes.
Nobody's dropping shots. Hopefully our Lady Warriors can warm up a little. Fisher to Yule. Yule, left side elbow. Now Burns pops out.
Eastern running that patented flex offense.
Olivia Yule might have got some contact there. No call. They go into Sophia Yule, up and
there
in.
You go.
What a pass inside. Who was that? Fisher with the assist?
That was Grimes. With a nice pass.
Nice.
Give Sophia 14 to lead the Eastern Lady Warriors.
Hudnall with it out top. Right side Bean. Goes in the corner to Moore. They'll go back out top. With it is Allison. Now left side, Hudnall. Hudnall dribbles toward the corner. Back to Allison, who stops and pops. Shot no good. Moore fighting on the backside with Yule. And actually it got loose, then it gets loose again. This time it goes out of bounds off the Lady Spartans. Whew, that made me nervous.
Yeah. Minery is going to check back into the game. She is going to replace Olivia Yule.
Yeah, I thoroughly agree with that substitution because Yule was getting really handsy out there.
Yeah, she was getting pretty aggressive.
I was afraid she was going to get called for foul number 4.
Both Yule and Johnson on the bench with 3 fouls apiece.
Fisher finds Burns as she pops out. Burns hanging on to it. Now with it is going to be Minery. Shyla Minery, that is. Grimes to Sophia Yule. Oh, that one almost got loose. She tracks it down. Does lose her dribble. Fisher will now have it. Fisher. Grimes got knocked down, and Fisher gets tied up. It's loose. Yule gets it. Sophia Yule, oh, she lost it away. Couldn't drive. Now Fisher with it.
Oh, nice bounce pass.
Oh, what a bounce pass. Right through the defense to Sophia Yule. Not only was it a good pass, but Yule able to see it coming.
Yeah. I don't know how Alyssa got that through there. But
yeah.
We had a good look at that one, didn't we?
We did. Hands were flying everywhere. Hudnall with it. Left side, Bean for a 3. No good. Backside rebound, Hudnall. Hudnall against Burns. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled.
That's going to be the second charged foul against Bentley Burns. That is going to send Kaylee Hudnall to the free throw line.
Let's take a look at our H&R Block scoreboard update. Not a whole lot of scoring going on in this quarter, but H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union. Eastern Brown Lady Warriors 40, Albany Alexander Lady Spartans 19, as that first free throw was good by Hudnall.
That is Hudnall's first points of the game, Ken.
They've only scored 4 so far in this quarter. Second one, rims around, but pops out with the rebound. Is going to be Hubbard. They'll go back out top to Bean. Now they find Allison down low. Dishes off to Ryder. Shot up, no good. Rebound control by Grimes.
A lot of size to shoot over inside down there, Ken.
Grimes doing a good job of slowing it up, keeping it away from Hudnall. I tell you what, I've seen Grimes handle the basketball better in this game than any game I've seen her play.
I will agree. She's done a really nice job taking care of the ball.
Sophia Ewell at the free throw line for 2. Shot no good. Mingery tips it, and Fisher ends up with it. Fisher driving back in, bounce pass to Mingery. Back to Fisher. Fisher dribbles out to the right side, tries the 3. Woo! Nothing but net. How many of those has she had?
She has 2. She's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Bean on the other end, trying to answer, and she does. Makes it 43-22. Eastern Brown on top. Fisher with the basketball. Fisher dribbling out top, popping out for it's Burns. Burns looking inside. Mingery pops out to get it. Now to Ewell. Ewell at the elbow. Fisher on the flash, couldn't go to her. Now to Grimes out top. Oh, missed Johnson on the flash. Hudnall tips it away. Don't foul. Hudnall stops and puts it in. Nice job. That was a good pause there by Hudnall. 43-24. Sophia Ewell gets it into the hands of Fisher. Down to 25 seconds. Mingery will have it. Now popping out Sophia Ewell, and what do we got? Timeout called by Eastern with 19 seconds to go in the third. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 9 points put up on the board so far in this quarter by Albany Alexander. Eastern Brown still in control, but they've only scored 10.
Yeah, I agree, Ken. They really slow 4 minutes to start that quarter, wasn't it?
It was.
It was 3-3 with 3 minutes to go. 3-3.
Yeah, everybody kind of woke up late in this quarter. Eastern looking to inbound. Oh, it went right through Mingery's hands. It's a race into the backcourt, and Olivia Ewell gets it and then is fouled.
That foul is going to be charged against Caden Bean. That is going to be her third foul.
I don't know if Olivia Ewell runs the 100-meter dash or not, but she won that one.
Yes, she did.
Wasn't quite 100 meters, like the 50-meter dash. 14 seconds. Eastern gets it back. Fisher will have it. Mingery pops out for it, hands it off to Fisher. Fisher goes to the left side wing, inside to Burns. Burns on a turnaround is fouled. Burns is going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 2.7 seconds on the clock.
That foul is going to be charged against Kaylee Hundle. That's going to send Bentley Burns to the free throw line, looking for her first points here in the third quarter.
Misses that one off the hard spot at the back of the rim. Coach Prickle telling her to give it more arch. Don't push it to the basket. Shoot it.
Grimes is going to check back in for Alyssa Johnson.
Here comes Ewell as well. We're going to replace her sister, Olivia.
Get both of those girls back over there on the bench with only 2 seconds. They've both got 3 fouls.
Yep.
Protect them a little bit here.
Burns with a second free throw. No good. Mingery with a rebound, but couldn't hang on to it. And they're going to tie her up, and the buzzer is going to expire. We're going to end the third quarter with the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors leading at 43-24. A 19-point lead for the Lady Warriors. Stick with us. Fourth and final quarter action coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Back to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Eastern Brown Lady Warriors leading it by 19 points as we head into this fourth and final quarter. By the way, Jeff Naylor, well, you probably know him as Squeaky, wants everybody to know that Duke came out on top against Michigan.
Hey, anytime Michigan loses, it's a good day.
It's a good thing. It's right. Lady Spartans with the basketball in the corner. Back out on the wing, it goes to Allison. Now Hudnall with it out top. Right side feeds it to Bean. Bean gets to the elbow. Shot up, no good. Too hard off the glass. Olivia Ewell with a rebound. Ewell hands it off to Grimes. They are applying a bunch of pressure in the backcourt, and the foul committed.
Little frustration foul. Caden Bean, that's going to be her 4th foul.
Ooh. Interesting. By the way, after the final buzzer, stick with us. We're going to talk to a couple of players. Also have a conversation with head coach Kevin Pickrell. We'll have stats. We'll name player of the game. All that part of the Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. The ball tipped on the inbound by Hudnall, so Eastern will have to reset.
Lady Spartan's going to probably put a lot more full-court man-to-man pressure.
Yeah, they've got to. They're down by 19. You got to pull out all the stops. Goes into Sophia Ewell. She's going to try and dribble through the pressure. Passes to Grimes. Grimes ahead, feeds it to Burns. Oh, missed the shot, but got her own rebound. Put back, no good, but she's fouled. Bentley Burns going back to the line.
That foul's going to be against Macy Hubbard for Alexander. That is going to be her 3rd. It's going to send Bentley to the free throw line.
I have a feeling we're going to spend a lot of time on the free throw line in this fourth quarter. It's going to make it feel like it drags along. Burns off the hard spot at the back. This rim is cursed for free throws.
Unofficially 1 for 12. Unofficial.
Sure feels official. That one is good. Even 20-point lead now for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors.
Bentley Burns with 13 points for the Lady Warriors.
Ryder gets tied up by Sophia Ewell for a dual possession. It'll go the way of Eastern. That's a turnover. Nothing going the way of the Lady Spartans. And obviously we are rooting for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, so we're not disappointed. Sophia Ewell's going to get it on the inbound. We are seeing a lot of pressure out of the Lady Spartans. Again, they got to pull all the stops out to try and close this gap. Ewell with it, trying to get it to Grimes, and finally she does. Almost a 5-second call. Grimes has it tipped away and a push, but anyway, ends up out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Spartans.
They was coming right at us, Ken.
Yeah, they were. What did they say, coming in hot?
Yes, they was coming after us.
I think they were going to hit you. They find Sophia Ewell underneath, up and in. Wow, what a good look. Was that Olivia that took the ball out right in front of us?
Yes, it was. Sister finding sister. 18 points to lead all scoring for Sophia Ewell.
And a dangerous pass that, you hate to see him make, but it was so good. A missed opportunity on the other end by the Lady Spartans. Comes ahead to Johnson. Johnson has it tipped away. That'll be a turnover. And back the other, Olivia Ewell, a little recovery foul there. Didn't need to commit that one.
That is going to be 4 on Olivia Ewell.
It did stop the fast break.
Yes. Alyssa Fisher is going to check back in for Alyssa Johnson. And I take that back. That foul was charged to Alyssa Johnson. Her fourth.
Oh,
yep,
I thought it was going to be against Olivia Ewell.
Kind of where I put my first mark, but
that's why they didn't give you and I stripes or whistles tonight.
Yeah, they done kicked me out of this gym from officiating.
Olivia Ewell with a nice steal, 2-on-1. Shots no good, but the rebound controlled by Hubbard. Ahead it goes to Ryder. Ryder trying to drive in, steps around, shot off the glass, no good, gets it back, drives back in, and Burns blocks it. It'll end up out of bounds off Eastern. Well, a little sloppy to start things off here in this fourth quarter. We got a timeout. I think the coaches agree. Full timeout called by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. We're going to take one as well. 6:13 to go in the basketball game. 46-24, Eastern Brown leading. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on one or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. With it on the inbound is going to be the Lady Spartans. Inbounding underneath their basket. They go all the way out top to Ryder. Ryder faked it, got to the elbow, stops and pops. It's good.
Good looking jump shot for Miss Ryder. Give her 11 points.
Fisher to Grimes. Eastern Brown could, well, the clock is not their friend right now. Let's put it that way. Oh, a little wide on the pass, but Sophia Ewell able to track it down. Passes out top to Olivia Ewell. Got to take care of the basketball, and they throw it away. Right into the hands of Moore. Ahead it goes to Hubbard. Hands it off to Hudnall. Hudnall over top Burns. Gets the hometown roll. Or friendly roll. It's not their hometown or ours. 46-28 the score. And a steal on the inbound. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Grimes. Little help there from Olivia Ewell. They get the outlet to Olivia Ewell. Now to Fisher. Fisher's going to drive inside. They leave her wide open. Oh, but she misses the wide open layup. She gets it back, finds Burns. Look at that unselfish play.
Alyssa Fisher with a nice dish to Burns. Burns with 15.
On the other end, a fight for it. Ewell ends up with it off the missed shot. Sophia Ewell ahead to Fisher. Can she get it this time? She does.
There you go.
All by herself.
Alyssa Fisher with 8 points here in the second half.
Hudnall with the basketball. Off the screen, goes left. Ewell, yeah, too much. Too physical. Too aggressive, gets the foul.
That'll be her fourth foul on Olivia Ewell.
And she got her money's worth on every one of them.
Yes. Yep, she's played some pretty good defense, and she's given up a little bit of size inside. We're going to have a timeout, Cam.
Yep, this time it's going to be called by the Lady Spartans. We'll take one, too. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper. It's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star games and the All-Star cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we come out of the timeout. It'll be Eastern basketball, right?
Yes, it will. No, we had a foul.
Spartans.
Yeah,
That's
Spartans.
Right.
Minery checked in during that timeout, and also checking in will be Rayleigh Brummett for Eastern.
Bean for a three, left side, no good. Backside rebound, fought for, lost out of bounds. Last touch by Brummett, who checked into the basketball game. Did you say that already?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Sorry. My bad, not paying attention.
5'8" senior Rayleigh Brummett out there for Eastern.
Bean inbounds to Allison for a two, no good. And on the rebound, this time it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go out off of Eastern again. So Bean will look to inbound again. This time lobs it into Ryder, and shot blocked by Minery, but they're going to say she made some contact with the body. It's going to put Ryder on the free throw line to shoot two.
That foul is going to be charged against Minery. That is going to be her first. That is going to send Lily Ryder to the free throw line.
First free throw by Ryder off the back of the rim.
I don't know what Lily's shooting on the year, but I've got to think
it's got to be better than she has shot tonight.
Young lady's 1 for 8. She's having just probably one of them nights that she'll soon want to forget.
Second one is good.
There you go.
Make it 50-29. 4:30 to go in the basketball game. Fisher dribbling up the floor, goes through everybody, goes to Minery, up and in. Shyla Minery gets her second basket of the game.
You could see that coming from half court, couldn't you?
Yes, sure could. They had the numbers, 3-on-1.
Fisher was ready to make that pass.
Ryder goes left side, Hudnall. Step back for the three, drains it. This one's not over yet, folks.
Hudnall with 7 points.
Fisher in the backcourt, loses her dribble, but goes ahead to Brummett. Now to Sophia Ewell, down underneath. The Minery up and in again. Wow.
The Lady Spartans is putting good pressure full court, but they're failing to get back.
Yes, they are. And Minery, again, stopping a shot there. Nice, good defense. Rebound controlled by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Outlet will come to Ewell. Up they go to Brummett. Brummett at the elbow for two. It's good.
There you go. Rayleigh Brummett off the bench with a big rebound and a big score.
A lot of great bench play tonight out of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Allison for a long two. That one's good. Well, the Lady Spartans keep answering. Fisher has it, dribbles through everybody. Again, ahead to Minery. Another shot from the left side. This time it doesn't go, but on the outlet, it's, saved back in, and then Brummett. Oh, they're going to say she committed the foul. We had a better angle on it. I don't think there was any contact, but from the officials' angle, it probably looked like it.
That's going to be the first foul against Rayleigh Brummett.
.305 to go in the basketball game. Hudnall will have it out top to set the offense. Zone. Yeah, it's a zone this time. Pass goes left side to Bean. Throws it right to Fisher. I'm not sure what that was all about. Fisher on the layup misses. Minery with a rebound. Put back no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in. Well, that's one way to pad your stats.
Yeah.
Get an extra rebound in there.
Minery with 8 points, 6 of them here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just like bang, 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 back to back. Bean out top for three, off the mark, ends up out of bounds. 2:35 to go in the game. I think the Lady Spartans are starting to give up.
Olivia Ewell is going to check in for Vivian Grimes. Vivian gets a nice round of applause. And also Alyssa Johnson replacing Sophia Ewell. It's a nice round of applause from the Eastern faithful. Checking back in for the Lady Spartans will be Lydia Moore. She is replacing Macy Hubbard, the 5'11 senior for the Lady Spartans. Always an emotional, tough thing when you get to the end of the season for these seniors as you watch them walk off the floor for one last time.
Olivia Ewell gets tied up, finds Johnson. Johnson to Brummett. Brummett to Minery. A little late on that one. It got knocked loose, and Lady Spartans end up with it, and then the Warriors commit the foul. By the way, one of these outstanding Lady Warriors is going to get some Snappy Tomato Pizza when we name them our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville.
That foul's going to be charged against Alyssa Fisher, so we are in a double bonus. That'll send Kaylee Hundle to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 on the night.
I'd like to remind you this broadcast is for the private use of Dreamcatcher Communications audience. Any other use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without the consent of Dreamcatcher Communications is prohibited.
Number 21 is checking in Elena Mowry. She is going to replace the senior Kara Allison. Gets a hug from her coach over there. Also checking in is Madison Dyer. She's going to replace Rayleigh Brummett.
Hudnall on the free throw line. Misses it. Johnson with a rebound. Johnson's going to have to dribble it up the floor as they're trying to cover Fisher and Ewell. Johnson goes all the way. Minery up and in. How many points is that for her now? 10?
That's 10. That's 10 for Minery.
Wow, Shyla Minery, freshman, off the bench with 10 points. With the basketball, Hudnall. Out it goes for a three-point look. That's good by Ryder. Well, they're finally hitting those three-point shots. We knew they were capable of it. Thank goodness it's going to be too little too late.
Yeah, Lily Ryder with 15 points. Unofficially, 4 for 18 is Alexander. 4 for 18 from beyond the arc.
Minery with it, gets it to Dyer. Now Johnson pops out right side. Over to Olivia Ewell. Ewell looking inside, goes to Fisher. Oh, they find Dyer underneath on a turnaround. No good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Spartans. Hudnall throws it up the floor, overthrows it, airmails that one out of bounds. Almost said emailed it.
Rayleigh Brummett's going to check back in for Alyssa Johnson. And Kenzie Daly is going to check back in for Sophia Ewell. They get a nice round of applause from the Eastern Faithful. But another substitution in also. Porter Riggins is checking in for the Lady Spartans. Also Grace Chapman and Seneca Butcher.
So a whole bunch of new names for us.
Yes.
Daly inbounds to Fisher. Minute 15 to go in the basketball game. The Lady Warriors are going to be moving on to face off against the Piketon Lady Red Streaks next Saturday. Minery pops out for it. Left side it goes to Dyer. Now with it is going to be Daly out on the right side wing. Back to Brummett for a three look. No good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to end up in the hands of Regendons. Regendons gets stopped and then fouled.
That's going to put her to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. That foul is going to be charged against Rayleigh Brummett, I do believe. That is going to be her second.
5-foot freshman is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2 with 48.1 seconds on the clock. First one pops out. She will get a second.
Bentley Burns is going to check in for Eastern. Sorry about that, Ken.
That's all right.
She's going to replace Alyssa Fisher.
Let's take a look at our final H&R Block scoreboard update, brought to you by Jeff Newman and the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. The score 60-38. Free throw missed, but a steal off the rebound, and then another foul committed. Grace Chapman is going to go to the free throw line, a 5'9" sophomore. Again, your final H&R Block scoreboard update, 60-38. Eastern Brown leading Albany Alexander down to 44 seconds.
That foul is going to be charged against Rayleigh Brummett. That's 3 quick fouls she's picked up here in the fourth quarter.
First free throw missed. Chapman will get a second. Second free throw up. Also a miss. Fight for the rebound. Ends up tipped out of bounds. That'll go out off of Eastern. So the Lady Spartans will inbound from the sideline. Chapman will inbound to Regendons. Back right side to Mowry. She'll dribble around to the left side. Passes back out top to Moore for a three-point shot. No good. Rebound tipped around, put back up and in off the hands of Booker. Makes it 60-40. Daly brings it up the floor with the final 19 seconds on the clock. Daly to Minery, down underneath, up and in. Wow, how many times did she get to shoot that bunny shot and make it?
She'll want to buy some pizza for her guards because they've got her the ball.
They certainly have. Three-point shot to end the basketball game on the other end by Moore was no good, and that'll do it. The Eastern Brown Lady Warriors moving on to face off against the Piketon Lady Red Streaks next Saturday here at the downtown Waverly Gym. We hope to see you all here because the Lady Warriors are going to need everybody's support against an excellent Piketon Lady Red Streaks team. Stick with us. Our Willie and Son Trucking post-game show coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance. McCarty Associates is an architecture, engineering, and surveying firm serving Southern Ohio for more than 60 years. McCarty Associates is a broad-based consulting firm providing services to governmental agencies, public bodies, corporate and business entities, and the general public. They also offer construction management for clients that require a higher level of assistance. If there's a construction project in your future, McCarty Associates can take your vision and help make it reality. Visit McCartyAssociates.com for a complete list of their services.
Welcome back courtside to the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show. Joining us a couple of the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. We're going to talk to Sophia Ewell first. Sophia, a big first quarter for you tonight. So much confidence coming out to start the game.
Yeah, I came in here ready to play, and I was like, this could be our last game, so I showed out.
It was awesome. You just took control out there, and I'm not sure that the Lady Spartans were quite ready for just how aggressive you and the rest of the team was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they saw a couple films on us. I don't know if they watched any, but I I don't know if it was, one of our not so good games, but, we just came out and we were ready to play, and yeah.
A tremendous team effort. The amount of the basketball IQ on your team is so high.
Yeah.
The way you guys can see the floor and move the ball and find open players underneath, it's amazing. You had some great assists. We don't keep assists, but I know you had a couple nice ones.
Yeah, well, Coach always told us to make that extra pass. Don't try to do everything ourselves. And, this game was a pretty big game, and that's what we had to come do. We had to just make the extra pass and let that player have that, shot.
Now, a couple of times you did make one too many.
Yeah, just a bit.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them,
yeah.
they say, right? Well, Sophia, who was your defensive assignment in this one?
Number 10.
Number 10. That was Bean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She did get some points, more than we thought she would get, but you were able to stay out of foul trouble. That, of course, was something we were really worried about. Did Coach talk about foul trouble any?
Yeah, he just told us to stay out of foul trouble, Pretty obviously big game for us, and we just got to just lay back on the fouls. And, I had 2 in the first half, and I try to lay back on that throughout the second half. So,
how do you feel about Piketon coming up next Saturday?
Watching them play, they're going to be a pretty good game. They're obviously going to be aggressive, and we're going for the same thing. We want the same thing, so we're just going to have to play our game.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much
for
talking to us. Hand that headset over to Shyla, who I think I called Shayla way too many times. Shyla, we had somebody message us during the game. Pull that microphone in just a little bit. There you go. We had somebody message us during the game correcting my pronunciation. Your name is I guess for me at least, a little bit difficult with Shyla and then Minery, correct?
Yes.
I got it right. All right. How's it feel to be out there and get, 12 points in this game as a freshman?
It feels great.
You are quite a tall young lady, and you are able to use your height.
Yes.
Are you working really hard on drop steps and all that stuff down low underneath?
Yes, Coach likes to work with me in practice a lot on just drop stepping, keeping the ball tight, and chinning it and getting it up to the rim.
Yeah. The hands. Got to work on those a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But again, you're only a freshman. And once you get that all dialed in, man, we're looking for big things out of you. You've got 3 more years to go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Who was, when you were out there, who was your defensive assignment in this one?
Number 5.
Number 5. So that was Allison. And you, along with everybody else that guarded her, did a pretty good job keeping her. Did she have any points? She had 5.
Yep.
Yeah, Allison had
2. She had 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, 2 points.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
right. Only 2 points. So you got to say mission accomplished there. Of course, I know you had a lot of help on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you did get a lot of minutes in this game. And here's one of the nice things about you. When you come in, you're the tallest player, biggest player, usually on the floor, but definitely on your team. And so when you come in, people go from looking eye level to who they were guarding, and now they got to look up at you.
Yeah, I prefer not to throw a bounce pass because I don't want to bend down, so I just throw it up high. I'll catch it.
Well, there you go. The lob. That's what we need.
Is that what you're thinking in them transitions the whole fourth quarter? You seen it coming, didn't you?
Yes, I'm like, please throw it up.
Is it hard to keep calm when you know that ball's coming to you on a fast break, 3-on-1 like that?
I mean, a little. Of course, I'm my freshman instincts kick in. I'm always a little nervous, but I power through.
All right. Well, you did awesome in this game.
Thank you.
You were able to handle those nerves, no problem. I think you missed a couple of shots, but you got your first basket right when you came in. What was that, the first basket of the second quarter?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it feels nice to get that immediate confidence, doesn't it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Shyla. What
you.
a great game.
Congratulations.
Stick with us, folks. We've got more to come here on the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Winter's here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those chilly days ahead. Bowling Auto Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service has batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tire diagnostics, and more. Call or stop by today for specials. 12702 Fight Hawk Road in Sardinia or 937-213-2046. Visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Welcome back courtside to the Willie & Son Trucking post game. Joining us, head coach Kevin Pickrell, the dancing Kevin Pickrell tonight. The ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Yeah, Coach, you got a little animated in this game.
I did early, and, you know, I don't like to do that. I've been around this long enough to know that they ain't out here to cheat you or nothing. I got a little excited with the officials a little bit, but not hateful, just, you know, I just wanting the contact fouls that I felt like we wasn't getting. But,
right.
You know.
Well, you got them sometimes, just not every time.
Yeah, and we talked it out, and I seen what they were saying, and I tried to adjust to that at halftime and talk to the kids about it. But, you know, that's what's coaching about. You want to be animated. The kids see you buying in and supporting them. They love that, and they want to fight for you that much more, and this group definitely wants to.
There was a lot of fight in your team tonight. What a team effort.
It was a great team effort. I was proud of them. I mean, everybody came in, contributed in one way or the other. We battled some foul trouble, brought kids in. They played a little bit out of position even at times, and our focus was great. And I felt like we put a lot of time in this week on the film, or these 2 days on the film, and breaking down what they do and what they like to do. And I felt like it was all attentive and very understanding what we was going to do against it, and I felt like we executed for the most part.
I would agree. I thought your team was definitely prepared for this game. I also felt like they didn't get as tired as some of the teams we've seen tonight. They looked like they were in just a little bit better shape.
You know, I'd like to hope we are, but, you know, at the same times, I mean, you add an extra 10 feet and kids don't understand what that does over. You're fine in the first quarter. You're not going to notice that. But I felt like my coaching staff's telling me at the end of the first quarter, their guards are already sucking air. We need to keep pushing it when we can push it. And that was a great call by them, because I felt like if we could keep that motor going, third and fourth where it was really going to benefit. And you've seen how we got it out in the opening quarter, in the late second half there, to just spread that lead. But their legs went away from them because their perimeter game's pretty good. That's where they rely on a lot of their scoring. And I felt like our kids actually set the tone on the physicality and made them have to work for their shots off their ball screens and their flare screens. Execution on the defensive side was probably one of our best this year.
They did get a little handsy at times, and it scared me to death.
You ought to have been over in my shoes. Alyssa Johnson, I call her one of our better defenders, and she just picked up 2 fouls tonight, 80 feet in the basket, them fouls you don't want to get. Seniors shouldn't be getting them fouls. Just antsy, wanting to get the ball back, a missed shot, just trying to do a little extra for a team. We'll correct that. She'll correct it. I'm not worried about that at all, actually. But I agree with you, Ken, that we definitely got a little handsy. I thought Olivia was a little bit reachy and grabby.
Aggressive.
Very aggressive. And
she was the one that worried us the most.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And like I said, defensive effort, I felt like we was in the right place at the right time, hands up. Our rebounding can still use some work, but overall I was pretty satisfied.
Offensively, I thought your team did as good as I've seen them all year taking care of the ball.
We did. And, about 5-6 games ago, I've kind of just leaned into Alyssa Fisher a little bit more, put the ball in her hands a little bit more, and I feel like our turnovers have went down a little bit, and Vivian's able to relax a little bit more out there and be more comfortable on what she brings to the table.
I agree.
Allows us to be a little bit more effective offensively.
I thought Vivian Grimes looked as good as I've seen her all season as well.
Yes.
And that explains it right there.
She can relax and do what she does best for us.
Yeah.
And starts on the defensive end. She's our captain there, and she's going to guard, and she's going to talk, and she's going to have people in the right place. And I can't say enough about Vivian and Alyssa as far as coming to the defensive side and rebounding the ball.
Yeah, only 12 turnovers, so definitely below your average there.
Definitely below our average. The last 2 games we've had 10 and 12, best 2 we've had all year.
Yeah.
So we was averaging probably over 20.
Yeah.
So we've made big strides there. Matter of fact, we didn't get under 20 till after Christmas. So for us to get below the turnovers and still winning games is unbelievable, really.
Right.
But so you have to overcome so much to do that. When you take that away, that's what kind of wins you get. You get them spreads. So I'm proud of them.
How about the fact that you outscored your season average by about almost 20 points or right at 20 points, I think, tonight. And all 20 of those probably were off your bench.
You know what? The freshmen were really good around the rim tonight. You get 18 or 15 and 12, I think it was, from the freshmen. 27 from the freshmen. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Rayleigh Brummett come in, got a bucket or 2. I mean, just timing baskets and big baskets. And on the boards, they were tremendous. The freshmen were big on the boards.
Yes.
Changed shots.
Well, you mentioned the timing. In the second quarter, Menery starts for you in the second quarter. First bucket. Right off the bench, she hits the bucket to start the second quarter. Played 3 big minutes, did Menery, in that second quarter.
And she's a growing process. We're trusting her a little bit more. It's fun to coach her because she's all ears and she's willing to work and she wants to keep getting better.
Hey, she told us in an interview, though, she wants the guards to throw it high.
Yeah.
To quit coming down and throwing her mouse pad. She wants it up here.
You definitely. Just throw it up and she'll catch it and keep it up.
Yeah.
That's right. She can outreach everybody.
Right. But she's definitely going to help us and going to continue to get better. And Bentley, she's struggled here the last couple of weeks, and I kept telling her this week in practice that you're going to be a factor in this game. You can guard these kids, and you're going to be able to score against them. And I felt like she finally grasped what I was talking about. Made a big difference for us right there. I was very proud of her.
Another one of your freshmen.
Right.
You have so much youth on your team.
I told Ken, right when I walked in, your dad was the first one I seen today. And we was talking about shooting in here.
Yes.
And I think you and I both agree it's probably not been the kindest place throughout the
Eastern.
years. Yeah, for our program back at Eastern. How do you like 46% from the field in the first half?
I'll take that all. I'll take it again next Saturday. How about that?
Yeah.
So,
well, Kevin, anybody you want to give a shout out to or anything we left out?
Guys, I just want to tell our fans, I'm glad you could travel along with us, and I want a bigger crowd here for us next Saturday.
That's
I appreciate them very much. I want to say hello to my mom back home. I'm sure she was cheering and loud at the TV again. But, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming. It means a lot, supporting our kids and giving them this publicity because they deserve it. And
we love doing it.
Like I said, I want to make sure our community realizes how proud that I am of our team, and they should be very proud of them as well.
Absolutely.
I hope they realize how much fun we have doing this.
You know what? I can tell you're having fun.
We are.
I mean, every night you can tell it. I listen to you all the time. It's something to throw on, catch the second game or whatever, and that's what it's about. So I appreciate you guys very much.
Kevin, thank you so much for coming by and talking to us. And there's your team waving to the camera behind you. All right, folks, stick with us. We've got more to go here on the Willie & Son Trucking postgame right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components. Awesome.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Scoring from the Albany Lady Spartans, who come out on the short end tonight in a final of 62-40. They were led in scoring by that junior. She had 15, Lily Ryder. Caden Bean had 12 points. Kara Allison with 2. Kaylee Hundle with 9. And Seneca Bucher come in there at the end of the game with 2 points to give the Lady Spartans 40 points. As we mentioned a couple times, the shooting from the three, they was 4 for 18 for 22% on the game from beyond the arc. From the free throw line, they was 5 for 17, 29%. And from the field, they was 12 for 34, 35%. Now let's take a look at the victorious Eastern Lady Warriors here tonight as a 62-40 final. In that first half, as you heard Coach Pick and us talking about a little bit, they was 14 for 30, 46% from the field. They was 1 for 5, 20% from beyond the arc. The shooting percentage stayed consistent in that third quarter. They was 4 for 9 at 44%. And in that fourth quarter, they was 9 for 16 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. And in the game, they finished up 1 for 6, 17% from 3. They was 5 for 10 from the free throw line, 50%. I'm sure Coach Pick would like to work on that a little bit. And they was 27.
I'm going to blame it on the rim.
Yeah, that rim. Like I said, I actually counted there a little bit. I think that rim was 3 for 18 on this end. So,
interesting.
We might want to talk to administration, have them adjust that a little bit this week.
Well, we certainly want to pay attention to that when we come back next Saturday.
It'd be interesting, yeah. 27 for 55 from the field, 49%. I know Coach Pick will take that next Saturday for sure, as he mentioned. So some individual scoring. Alyssa Fisher, 8 points, all in the second half. She come alive. You know, we don't keep it an assist total, but, man, she had to be pushing 7, 8 assists. I mean, she had 4 in a row. So a young lady really found another gear, played a good game. Olivia Yule, she finished the night with 5 points. Alyssa Johnson played in a little foul trouble. She finished the night with 2 points, a lot of rebounds. She does so much inside battling for her team. She played a really good game tonight. Sophia Yule, you know, we got to talk to her on air. We mentioned that first start. She had 12 points in the first half. She finished the night with 18, and she was 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Got to like that.
Yes, you do. Rayleigh Brummett, She come off the bench, 2 big points there in the fourth quarter with 2 rebounds. Bentley Burns, she had 12 in the first half. She finished with 15 points. And as we mentioned, this rim down here on our left, she was 1 for 4 from the free throw line. So we'll get some free throws in her this week and get her ready for next Saturday. Rounding out the scoring, Shyla Menery. She had 12 points, 2 in the second quarter, 10 in the fourth quarter. That rounds out the scoring for Eastern in a victorious 62-40 district semifinal.
Heading to the finals against the Piketon Lady Red Streaks next Saturday. North Adams also advancing to face off against defending state champions Portsmouth Lady Trojans also next Saturday. That's 2 of our 4 wins today. All 4 of our teams moving on. Georgetown and Western Brown, the 2 on the other side from the SBAAC, also advancing in tournament action. Those games were on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. Congratulations to all of our teams. Moving on, Ryan.
Yep, we got Lynchburg and Ripley coming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there. So a lot of girls
it's a
basketball.
big week. Yep.
You know, we've been saying all winter that the Shack on the women's side, just the parity and the strength and the depth, and we're seeing it right here in the tournament, you know, Fayetteville. So a lot of good basketball to go.
Yep. All right, it's time to name that Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
Yeah, I don't know why you made me do this because there's so many good ones. I mean,
there are. there are. Let me see it here real quick. You could go with Fisher.
Absolutely.
What a great game.
Fisher and Grimes took care of the ball tremendously, as we mentioned.
Grimes scoreless, and it maybe would have, if we'd have given it to her, it probably would have been the first time a scoreless player ever got it.
Yeah.
Great job taking care of the basketball. And then look at all that scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the scoring column, 3 in double figures. You got Menery off the bench with 12 big points. Brummett in the scoring column. What a game. Ewell's doing what she does, both of them, Sophia and Olivia. And, of course, Johnson, like we said, Johnson did have some foul trouble, didn't get as much playing time as she'd like tonight. But I think we landed on Bentley Burns, right?
I did, yes. Bentley Burns. We landed on her as your player of the game. She had 12 in the first half, and I think that first half was critical to get off to a good start. We mentioned the energy, and she played pretty good around the rim tonight. So Bentley Burns is your pizza player of the game.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. That's right, Snappy Tomato Pizza. Awesome job, Bentley Burns, and awesome job by the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors moving on in tournament action. Our next game is coming up Monday night. Lynchburg Clay Lady Mustangs. Be sure to join us on Monday night for more tournament action. We've got a whole nother solid week of games for you. I want to thank Carson back in the studio for engineering everything for us tonight on the side of C103. Also, we'd like to give a big shout out to Brandon Rigdon, doing a good job engineering everything for us here courtside. It was a long day for all of us for basketball action. Yeah, that's Carson Inman and Brandon Rigdon. And earlier today, who did we have earlier today? Bethany Gibson was our producer in our first game earlier today. Caleb Rayburn was with me in that one. Ryan Dotson with me here. For Ryan Dotson, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Tournament Basketball on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.